Coming up, a really fun video of exactly what this channel is about. This channel is about adventuring with your family, and I am taking my children, my teenage boys, on a unique experience that was memorable, and I'm also going to provide a fitness tip for you to make you more fit to explore. On this video, my three boys and I explore a mountaintop fire lookout in the snow, an amazing winter hike with some great views at the top. Also, we did something at the top together that made the experience that much more satisfying. So physical fitness for me on this trip was key. I'm 45 and hiking with teenage boys, well, and they're athletes, it can be a challenge. The mountain trail was a steady, fairly steep climb. Plus, there was a pretty good covering of snow. So watch until the end of the video where I will go over a couple key exercises that I did leading up to this hike that made a huge difference for me. Here we go. So here is where we begin our winter adventure. This time it's my three teenage boys and I going up to a mountaintop fire lookout. I love it out here. It's a pretty cool view from the bottom at the trailhead, looking forward to the view from the top. Here are the boys starting up. You can see the older ones have military surplus backpacks on. We use these for their durability, ruggedness, and cost effectiveness they bring to our exploring. You can also pick up a new remake if that's what you like. Regardless, they are tough and hold everything you'll need. This is basically a steep logging type road covered with snow. It's slippery and every step is like climbing stairs. Slippery, snow-covered stairs. One weakness that I've noticed in myself over the last months is muscle cramps when hiking. Please let me know if you have this as a challenge as well in the comments and what you do for them. It helps the algorithm as well as it helps everyone out by sharing ideas. On the issue of dealing with cramps, I've tried every way to hydrate with different electrolytes but had no real relief. So this has led me to experimenting with exercises to help. And I'll share what has helped me at the end of the video with a special gym session. I'm looking forward to sharing that as I know this little exercise has helped me enjoy the outdoors more with my children, and I hope it helps you too. As you can see, there was no one out here but the animals by the tracks in the snow. This sign says no shooting because we are within 1,000 meters of a residence, which would be the fire lookout. Must be getting closer to the top. Other than all the tracks that told us there was recent moose, deer, and rabbit all around us, the only wildlife we actually saw was this little bird. And here we are at the sign to the Mockingbird Fire Lookout. You can see it's quite steep here, a good leg burner at the end. Ah, here we are. Okay, so at the beginning of this episode, I said that we did something that made this trip more satisfying and more memorable. After taking in the amazing views, all of us took out our stoves and kit for eating with. The boys started making some hot drinks, and I wanted to test the ability of the MSR Pocket Rocket stove with the task of cooking us all some soup in a large bush pot. It was an interesting combination. The Pocket Rocket is a fairly small stove paired with a 1-gallon pot. Now, I know it can hold the weight. Even my BSR 3000T tiny stove is strong enough, but can it do this much cooking in the wind? I've used it in the wind many times with my personal cup, but would it work preparing food for 4 hungry guys at the windy top of a mountain? Let's see what happens. Back to some great views. Looks like everybody is getting their drinks ready, and you can see the giant pot of water is getting hot. So far, so good. Here's what we decided to eat on this adventure. Creamy chicken noodle soup by Thrive Life. It is a freeze-dried premium meal full of real nutrition and no MSG. I like it because it's super lightweight and full of good filling stuff, and relatively large in serving sizes, as you will see. Big chunks of chicken, veggies, and noodles. Have to be a bit careful with the pot-stove combination, but I wanted to see if it would work. Here it is, bubbling away, and everybody is getting hungry, waiting to eat it. Directions said simmer for 7 minutes. Well, that's it. The stove pot combo worked, and this soup smells really good. This pot has a pour spout, which makes this a bit easier. If you would like to check out Thrive Life meals for yourself, there is a link to them in the description. There are many other meals that they make. I like the serving sizes because you can feed multiple people, unlike some freeze-dried backpacking meals out there. If I'm going to take teenagers up to a mountaintop, I better bring enough food. This is what your children will remember. It's times like these, sharing a meal at the top of a mountain. For me, what could be better? If you like this episode so far, hit the like and subscribe for more. Thanks for your support. I really appreciate it. Time to go back down. Here are some fresh moose tracks that crossed our trail while we were at the top. What an amazing time we had. Relationships take quality time to grow. Has this video encouraged you to get out and do more with your family? I'm hoping that it has blessed you, and I've got many more coming. Please write to me in the comments some of your ideas or activities that you found most memorable. So, changing gears, remember I said that I struggled with leg cramps on hikes in the past. Well, in researching this, I found that for me, it was because of an issue with my hip flexor muscles. I'm 6'4" and my hip flexors are too stretched and not strong enough. So I'll show you a game-changing exercise that has me more fit to explore. The first exercise is quite simple and obvious, but until I started regularly doing them, I didn't know this was the challenge I had. Simply lift your knee up, one leg at a time, as high as you can. I did 3 sets of 15 to 20 reps every second day. This made the going uphill through snow much easier than in the past, and it didn't trigger cramps. The second exercise is less obvious as it focuses on the internal hip joint pelvic tilt muscles. Sit on the floor with your back against something solid like a couch or a wall. With one leg extended and one leg bent, lift the extended leg up 6 to 8 inches and back down. See how many reps you can get. At the beginning, I was only able to get a couple as I was particularly weak in this movement. Try it. It's harder than it looks. Let me know your experience. If this episode helped or inspired you or you want to see more, please subscribe and like this video. It helps me know what you want to see and supports this channel. Until next time, God bless you and your family. May we grow in strength, truth, and love.